Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Daily News and Update show for October 16th, the WREXfast Club. How is everyone doing today? Yes, Karen. I don't know if this is going to work, but let me see if I can make this work. Hold on.
Where's the stuff that I took? Karen, I flushed it down the toilet. You what? What was I supposed to do? They were all over the house. And that was worth $60,000. I need that money. That's all we got. What was I supposed to do? All the money that we had, Karen, I was dependent on that. Why did you do that?
I don't know. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. Yes, it is a football show. How is everyone doing? We have a big stretch coming up. And yes, Karen is in the house. She is first. Big stretch coming up, which is what today's subject of the show. Not Goodfellas, which is an amazing movie, but yes, it's a big stretch coming up. And Ollie Rathbone had his say. He was talking about coming back. Talking about his he had a great interview on the leader, and Parkinson's talking about that we have a really exciting series of fixtures awaiting against coming up in a tricky 6 championship games coming up before the next international break, which, oh my God, do we have to go through another international break? Do we need to put up the Dufresne video image again? Anyways, thank you for coming in. Yes, I'm watching the Huddersfield Bolton game right now. Hopefully everyone is doing okay. We also have a tactical fortitude on later on, which is great. So, but yeah, we have Champ Chat coming in. So, sorry, not Champ Chat. We have. It's kind of a Champ Chat show, but tactical fortitude's there too because I don't know what Aaron's going to do. But today we're talking about Wrexham, and we have a grind coming up. We have a grind absolutely coming up. It's 15 days or 18 days, depending on how you want to look at it. But I'm excited to see it. And thank God football is back. Thank God football is back. Karen's in the house. How you doing? That was for you, Karen. JB65 comes in, just dabs it up. What up? How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. And Ruth says, hey, TL Pierce. And Mike says, sorry, Karen, for your illness. Oh, Karen's sick. I'm sorry. I hope you're all right. I didn't see that part. Oh, I hope you feel better. And hopefully we're here to cheer you up. And she said the crowd is cheering Wanker. Is that true? That's odd. Okay. Well done. Well done to them. But anyways, thank you for coming in. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the Local Pundit. We are so on our way to 3,001. We are almost there, which is very exciting. We are, 48 hours, less than 48 hours away from us taking on Stoke at home. Away at the Bet 365. Yeah, all over the place today. I think the Karen thing flew me off. Karen flushed the drugs. Karen flushed the drugs. But Mike Shane's in the house. Says Stoke, Middlesbrough, and Coventry coming up. Yikes! Yes, it is going to be one. And now I'd said coming in. I said yesterday we're going to hit the ground running. We're talking about Libby being back. Rathbone being back in there. Rathbone mentioned in his interview, which is an audio interview, so we couldn't quite get it there too. Rathbone said he's been back. He heard something snap. They kind of held him back the last 3 weeks, but he had gotten on the pitch. I don't think he's fully match fit, but he is a player that is going to be there and thereabouts in the next couple of weeks that we will get to see. And Parkinson can able to turn the squad over. And Parkinson also talks about the competition for the bench and the starting 11. So very interesting there. Ruth H says, I dread next season when the fall international break will be even longer. Oh, Ruth H, what are we doing? Why would you do that? Why would you bring it up now? Karen, Ruth. Oh my God. But first article up is in the leader because Parkinson's talking about a really exciting fixture list coming up. And it's going to be an absolute banger. And I'm going to bring this up too because I touch some buttons again. Matches. Here we go. Yo, Habs, what's up? Habs, I'm gonna drop a link in tonight. Anyone who wants it. Habs, you want to pop in, have your say as well. Anyone else? And Karen, if you want to come in and have your say, I know you're sick. We're gonna give you some opportunity to pop in because you know what? This is what we do on Local Pundit. We have no rules here. There's zero rules. But okay. So the first article up that we're going to talk about, and it is a news show. That's what we do on the WREXfast Club. It is a news show. Is going to be about Parkinson hails a really exciting block of games. Now, one would say an exciting block of games. Okay, why is that so? Now, why is that so? Because we've earned the opportunity to be here in the championship. National League, League Two, League One, championship. We've earned this opportunity. So we have to take this as an opportunity. We have to feel as if we've earned it and it's something special. Otherwise, if you're scared going into it, I'm going to say scared going into the fight, into the night, whatever you want to call it, then we shouldn't be here, but we should be here. And again, I think we're going to come back on Saturday against Stoke City, raring to go, players back. Issa Kabore had a yellow card, came back early, which is good. Libby's coming back. I think we've earned this without pressure, without fear. We get nothing. You have to be able to put yourself in situations, which is what Wrexham are doing in this league, where we can grow. If you're staying steady state, you're going backwards. There you go. That's my 2 cents of the day. Alan's in the house. Good morning, Chief. How's it going? Well, it's going. It's not morning for me, but it's going. It's 1 o'clock, 1:07, which is great. And we are in the hospital room, which is amazing. But we're doing okay. Good to have you in. And I did drop it if anyone wants to pop in tonight, feeling generous. And we do have another show later on today, too. But okay, here it is. Wrexham Boss hails a really exciting block of games coming up. And there it is. I'm going to pull that down because it is ugly. Although I'm going to bring the Karen one up. Let me do it this way. Karen! There we go. Karen. I love it. Sorry. Just messing around today. Just messing around with the local pundit. That's what we do. Phil Parkinson is relishing a really exciting block of games, he says. That's a quote right there. We're sitting 18th in the standings with 10 points from 9 games, which is absolutely, to be honest with you, 10 points in 9 games. Let's just say it. That's shit. It really is. We're sitting 18th, but it doesn't mean that, that's how we played. We have not played shit. Our results have been, sorry, Mom, about the swearing. Our results haven't been great, but I'm optimistic. If I'm reading that, we're 18th in the standing, 10 points with 9 out of 9 games. That ain't good, 3 times 9. There you go. Do the math. We have 6 league games before taking a third hiatus of the season, starting with Saturday's fixture against Stoke City. Now, we have 6 league games. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. There's 18 points available. Do the math. Plus, we have Coventry City in the cup as well. So do that math. We have 18 points available. How many points do you think, out of those 18 points, do you think that Wrexham need to secure before, get into the chat, before the next international break? And do we need to win the Cardiff City match? I said Cardiff City match. Let me know what you think in the chat. Get in there. I will say this. Out of the 18, I want to get 10 or 12. Say it again. Out of the 18, I want to get 10 or 12. That's what I want. I don't care how it happens. I want to get 10 or 12. Have to do it. Have to hit the ground running. Have to do it. Yes, we are back at the race course on against Oxford next Wednesday. But first, we take on Stoke City. Parkinson goes on to say, we go Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. So Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. That's a lot of shit right there. That's a lot of days. Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. There's a great opportunity for players, Parkinson said, to get some game time, and I feel we're prepared to do that. Now, Parkinson, what's your starting 11? Who's your best starting 11? Who are you going to play in that? Yes, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. That's a lot. It is. But he knows how to manage the squad, and with players coming back, Libby coming back, let's just take Ward out of everything for right now. With Libby coming back, with Rathbone coming back in, I think Windass coming back and doing okay. Issa Kabore having a little extended time off because he had a 10th yellow card and in his international endeavors. So that's good. Free Pug says, let's get 13 points, my favorite number. But that's a lot. Parkinson says the squad is looking stronger, and we're going to need it as we're going into this period. Now, I had said the other day, I think the starting 11 is going to start picking itself, in my opinion. The bench is going to be the hard part to figure out. What's Parkinson going to do on the bench? We talked about the captains yesterday, how many captains we have on the pitch. But, Thomason coming back. How does Scar fit into this in the back line? How does the left wing back situation look? We have Maka, Libby on the right wing, Barney, and you also have Issa. So I think the bench is going to be just as interesting to look at over the next few weeks, 6 weeks, I think, or whatever, 18 days, for how it goes. barring no injuries. Okay, barring no injuries. Hab says, I want us to beat Cardiff and progress further in the EFL Cup. Well, so do I. Mike Shane says, so many tough matches coming up. Parky will need our deep bench strength. He has to evolve over that. He has to do that. And Karen says World Cup situation next year. Probably do. There you go. Moving on. Parkinson goes on to say, it's a really exciting block of games for us. And it is. It really is a really exciting block of games. And I'll give you those fixtures right now. So it's Stoke City on Saturday. Wednesday, Oxford United. That's home. Away at the Riverside, Middlesbrough. Now, October 28th, that's the cup match. That is a 1 p.m. game on Tuesday. Then you go Friday, Coventry City, top of the league, absolutely kicking ass. And then Portsmouth right there. And then you have Charlton. And then Ipswich. And then Bristol City. And then Blackburn. It goes on and on and on. But there is a tough run of games. But the end of the run comes at, where is it there? Yeah. So November 8th, here it is. Going back, Charlton Athletic, November 8th, Portsmouth, November 5th, Coventry, Cardiff, Middlesbrough, Oxford. It's just Stoke. It is a absolutely run of games that we need to capitalize on. And it's not going to be easy. You might see me with my head in the hands. You might see me cussing. You might see me screaming. All of us too. We're going to kick every single ball. But this is what you ask for right now. This is what you ask for. You asked for Wrexham to take on Oxford, Middlesbrough, Coventry City, Portsmouth. You asked for that. We did. We want this. This is what we want. It's a big stretch. It's a grind. But you know what? We're not going to shy away from it. We're not going to shy away from it. And I think Parkinson, as battle crying, going out there, hold the line. I think it's important for us to go out and really step up. I think this is the stretch where Wrexham lose we're gelling together line right there. I think that has to get out. I said I'd give it to October 31st, and I will. But I want us to lose that and say we're a team that's formidable. We spent the money to be here, and we have the bench to do it, and we have the manager to do it, and the crowd behind us to do it. So I think this is the stretch that is going to be the grind. But if we come out of this is almost like the holiday grind last season, where we did very well. I think we had 11 points out of the grind for the Christmas season, whatever it was. This is a grind. This is an early. I know it's not early doors season. October grind. We could really move up the table if we get some points off these teams and get some help on the other side too. We could really move up the table. Because 10 from 9, not a great return. 10 points from 9, not a great return. Let's just be honest. Performances were there at certain times, but 10 from 9 is not a great return. We're going to get the pass on the gelling situation. That's done October 31st for me. Hab says, I want to beat. Okay, he said that. Leaping Sarah's in the house. Bruce McFarland, what's up? Saturday, away. Wednesday, home. Saturday, away. Tuesday, home. That is, I think, the cup match. Friday, home. Wednesday, away. Saturday, home. International break. If I read the words international break right now, I'm going to literally dye my hair. Just joking. But I'm going to dye my hair if I have to. It's jam-packed with excitement. It is totally jam-packed with excitement. And Rick Heron says, thank you for that. Bruce McFarling. Afternoon all, says Ted Nelson. And Mike Shane says, I think if things start to gel better, a point total of 9 for the next 6 games is possible. 9. That's 3 wins out of 18. We're at 19 points. That's not terrible. I want to get into the double digits of the points there. 3 league wins can change a lot. They can, and that's part of the process too. Back to what Parkinson is saying in the article. He said the squad is looking stronger, and we're going to need it as we go into this period. It's a really exciting block of games. We can target these next 7 games, including the Carabao Cup, in that before the break, and see if we can keep improving as a team. Now, and see if we can keep improving as a team. Well, no shit. So he doesn't know what he's actually getting on the pitch himself either. And see if we can improve as a team, keep improving as a team. So again, he's trying to, okay, we're on the training ground, on the job training, getting out there too. That I'm giving him, and see if we can keep improving as a team. I'm giving him that last line until November 1st. I am. Halloween's the one. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I know we're going to evolve. I understand what's happened. We turned over the squad, 13 players in, but we cannot have that as a crutch. I do not want that as a crutch. At some point, someone's going to kick that crutch out, and we're going to start walking. We're going to start running. It's going to be like Forrest Gump, for fuck's sake. Sorry, Mom. We're going to be doing that. So keep improving as a team. Wingback Issa Kabore has returned earlier than expected from international duty, by the way. He started out for Sierra Leone last Wednesday. Parkinson said it's been good to have Issa back a bit earlier than we expected. He said he was suspended for the Ethiopia game, so he came back with us this week. So Issa back in the squad, getting used to the rest of the team. Great. Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't give a shit about his international squad. I don't give a shit about Wales. I don't give a shit about England. I don't care I want them in our team. I don't care. I want them to play for Wrexham. I'm so happy that they go out to play for their country. I know it's a very passionate thing. I don't care. I want them on the pitch for Wrexham. Call me selfish. Don't care. I'm glad he came back, had the yellow card. Great. Parkinson acknowledged it. It's their loss, our advantage. Also, what does that game really do? Was it a friendly? Don't care. Good to have a call up. Issa, Wrexham, boom, we pay your salary, come back and play. Bruce has another one here coming in. To be top half of the table, we have to beat the sides in the upper bottom half of the table, which are Portsmouth, Charlton Athletic, and those in the relegation, which is Oxford United. Well, that's a good shout right there. We have to beat Oxford. I agree with that too. Ted says that would be a breach of your Just for Men contract, Josh. Black only. I mean, it's funny. I showed my friend, shout out to Magnum PI. I don't know if she's watching. Shout out to Magnum PI. But she said, she was watching the show. She's, I realized why they think you dye your hair, because it looks like you dye your hair. I'm like, I was sitting right next to her. I was like, I don't dye my fucking hair. She's like, yeah, but it looks like you do. And that's all that really matters. I was like, all right, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Shout out to Magnum PI. Awesome. Afternoon all, says George Jones. Debut the other day. Great to have you. And over under for injuries the next 6 game run is 3. Mike Shane, what is wrong? I might ban you for that. What is wrong with you? We can't go into the injury thing right now. What's wrong with you? Karen says, Jesus balls. Of course, I get on the show and people start calling me. Watch this. No one calls me all day, and all of a sudden, bang, boom, back of the net. Calls are coming in. I would mute it, but what if Mom calls? I'm just saying. What if Pam calls? I don't know. Stoke, Oxford, Middlesbrough, Coventry, Portsmouth, Charlton, and Ipswich. That is a run of games. That looks sexy to me. And we're going to be here for it live on the local pundit. And at one point during one of those games, Karen, we are going to hit 3,001. I guarantee effing you. Sean Bartlett said, this is where we go on a real tear and fly up the league. I believe to you too. I believe it. I totally agree with you. That rugby player from yesterday said it all. Pros gel fast. Yes, that is Wayne down under. Absolutely said. Eric Khan, good to see you, my friend. I did get your email. Hope also we need to connect. Hip Karma's in the house. Hello, everyone. I did drop a link if anyone wants to pop in tonight and say hi. And Mike says, sorry, I've been traumatized by our injury record this season. I know, but you can't keep digging in on it, Mike. I'm not calling you out, but Mike, I put it out there. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, Mike. What if we get 0? All right. So Parkinson talking about how players are coming back. It's a good run of fixtures, and it's really exciting block. I agree with that. I think it's a really exciting block of fixtures coming up, and I'm pumped about it too. I'm pumped to watch along with you, talk about it, kick those tires, chew the fat, whatever you want to call it. It's really fun. We are very privileged to be in this position. We really are. Granted, again, it might not be all sunshine and roses all the time, but this is always going to be a difficult league, and we know that. But that said, I still believe that we're going to do well. I still believe. All right, moving on. Next one we have here, kind of the same thing, but about how will Wrexham fare before the next international break. This is kind of where it's at, kind of putting both in together. Again, back to the leader, which is great. I'm going to give my take on it too. So there are 18 points up for grabs at the 18th place Reds, which we just talked about. But how can we go and do this? Now, what I'm going to add on to this, what I believe Parkinson needs to do is I think he's going to find his best 11 in the next few games. I would say he's going to find his best 11. Now, not only the best 11, but his best bench. How does he go about doing that? He needs to go about being brave. He needs to go about trusting his players, rotate effectively, and without losing momentum. He must protect players from burning out. He has to do it. He has to do it. It's going to be a slog. Don't talk about it in the press. Habs is going to come in. Don't talk about it in the press, and don't back it up. And I think he's going to do that. I'm going to bring Habs in this shower here. What's up, dude? How are you?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just getting into the how Parkinson is going to evolve and get into this grind, and how he's going to, have his biggest test so far this season. What say you?
I mean, these next set of fixtures are going to be some of the toughest he's going to go up against, especially since we got the top boys on the league fixtures, such as Stoke, Middlesbrough, and Coventry being the toughest out of all of them. The other ones, with Oxford, Portsmouth, Charlton, we can beat them. Those losers need to be kicked down the league table anyway. So, yeah, those clowns need to be humiliated.
Clowns, great song, by the way.
But yeah, of the league fixtures, 3 of them are going to be the toughest. The other ones should be winnable. Ipswich should be winnable as well, because they're in a transitionary phase. I mean, everyone thought that they would be, well, except you. Everyone thought that Ipswich was going to be the team to go straight back up, but they're struggling quite a bit. Same with Southampton as well. So we can beat those lot. We can.
There's an echo. I think it's because of the mute thing. Hold on. Yeah. So the Southampton one pisses me off because we should have beat them, and they're not as good as deserved coming back down. My thing is, I'm going to ask you this: is this block of games a make or break for the season, or you think it's just a portion of where we need to be? And yes, there's feedback when I talk. Yes, he has headphones. We're going to figure that out. We'll figure it out. But go ahead.
Is there feedback right now?
Only when I talk.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll immediately mute it in case, as soon as you talk.
Yep. Good.
So this isn't really that much of it's not a make or break situation for us. I mean, it's the first time we've been in the championship for nearly 14 odd years now. So give us time for that. It's not a make or break. We've still got loads of time in regards to improving. Now, I get it. Maybe you have a little bit less patience and you want someone's playing with fireworks outside.
Are you Katy Perry?
No, it's just somewhere it happens every time around this time in England or anywhere in the UK. People just start shooting fireworks in the sky. But no, it's not a make or break situation. It's just a way for us to completely improve, and we will get to that point where we're going to start kicking some butt, basically. And I think these set league fixtures that we've got is where we're going to start seeing more wins appear than draws.
Okay. I know you're going to pause. Mute. I agree with that. I think we all want to see the wins, right? And but I mean, how does he approach it with the nonstop like this? Does he rotate? I don't think he does. It's a dream for us to, because we're starving for games, but Parkinson has to manage it appropriately, and I think he will. I think the starting 11 is going to be the starting 11. I think with everyone back minus Ward, I think the starting 11 will start picking this up. The bench to me is going to be interesting.
The strength of the depth is going to be the biggest thing. I mean, I'm just wondering in the case of Libby, how is he ready yet, or is he Is he at full strength, or is he still going to be slightly? Has he got that slight? You know when you've nearly healed everything, but you've got that. It's always the last bit that you need to actually wait until it's fully healed, that you can go ahead and actually play, because you want to be making sure that we can just start getting these points in. And I think these league fixtures that we've got right now, these aren't like a make or break, but these are the moments where we can start actually getting points, and these are very winnable, most of them. I mean, getting a win over Coventry, Middlesbrough, and Stoke will be something that we can like think, okay, so we're not afraid. I mean, because a lot of people will think we should be afraid of them, which is understandable, but we could absolutely pull something out of the hat, and beat these lot as well at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And I agree. Like the Parkinson, I think, has calm confidence, in my opinion. Does he believe it, or is he feeling pressure? Not the pressure. I mean, I think he's starting to know what kind of tools he has in his toolbox. Or, Rathbone, I think he sounds really confident to have him back. But it sounds like he has been keeping back these players who have been injured, so they're fully fit. Now, I don't think he's managed Windass as well. Not to go backwards a little bit, but I think that he needs to if he has been holding these players back. I'm not saying these are must wins either, but I think this is a stretch of matches that we need results. We cannot continue to dig this hole, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I mean, if we look at it, what we've got, we could be using a lot more of the bench, because we've been relying on we're building what we've got is our new core set of players that we've got, that we're trying to build towards, and we can't keep overrunning them. I mean, it's one of the cases when I just look at Kiefer Moore, he's only really good for about 60-65 minutes. I mean, at Sheffield, he was usually used as an impact sub. He was at the time, but he's very effective for that point. But we've got to start using our bench more and more, because this is the Championship. You need to use more of you need the depth of your bench to be able to push you through, because there's always going to be a plan A, but you've got to be able to have a plan B, C, and D to go through it.
Well, his plan B is the same as plan A, just a different player, which is fine. That like Shafe going out, he said it's 65 minutes. Then you have Matty James coming in. So his plan A is plan A. You know what I mean? So which is fine. And George says it's a bad look for a manager if a fresh return gets hurt again first game back. I think that they're holding back a lot for having them come in. Dan Moore's in the house. Free Pugs wants a 1-0 victory coming in, but I'm fine with that. I think this is a very important big. I think I said it in there. That's the thumbnail. It's a big stretch. It's a big stretch. I think we're going to learn a lot about the team in the next 6 games.
I think Stoke is a winnable match. I think we can beat them, because they're not completely in form, but I think we can absolutely beat them. But they can also absolutely beat us in this case, because they're still really tough to go up against, and but we've got ways of being able to getting around their type of play. But it's going to be hard to say what's going to happen. We just need to start using our depth more often, and I think Parky needs to use the trust that he has for them to just get them on, and that's the only thing that's always going to be letting us down. Because if we go back to that same thing we did from pre-international fixture that we just gone through, you could see there was some kind of like fatigue building up of something. Something was just going off to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm. So what does success look like for you? 12 points from 18, injury-free. Want to see us in the playoff positions now, just for even if it's for visual emotion. What do you think? What does success look like for this next stretch of matches?
I mean, it would be injury-free would be one of them. And also an improvement in our play style. That's one thing. Using the depth of our bench and getting about 4 or 5 wins out of the next fixture.
So you're looking at 12 or 15 points.
Around that, yeah. That would be success. That would be.
Mm-hmm. What would be failure then?
I mean, the most obvious would be is no improvement, lack of use of our. It would be basically everything the opposite I've just said. Lack of use of our depth, lack of use of our bench, not being able to improve on our play style, being absolutely predictable. That'll be another thing. Either losing or drawing or just straight up drawing every match, which is not going to be a good thing. That would be terrible.
Yeah.
In all cases.
Yeah, I think for me, I know it's early, and Hip Karma says injury-free, minimal injury. It's a long season, including the Cups. It is a long season, for sure. I think that this early run stretch right now is not definitive of if we're going to be a playoff team or not, but it could be close. We have 18 points on offer. I mean, you got to take them in blocks. Got to take them in blocks. I think you got to you have to be in double digits in points to move up the table. Start visually seeing it, because 10 points from 9 games, that's not great. A return, and I think this is the opportunity with everyone coming back, Libby back, Rathbone back, the gelling situation. No excuses at this. Not for another 15 days for me. I know you said Christmas to you. I get it, but I think that this is not a make or break, but it's okay. Are we advancing the team? Is Parkinson advancing the team?
I mean, we are advancing. I mean, we're seeing the upward trajectory of the squad in terms of improvement in play style. We're seeing it. It's happening over and over. In terms of you're seeing us being much more comfortable, getting more comfortable in terms of passing. We're getting more used to playing in tight spaces, going for finding good positions as well as finding good passing channels. That's one thing we're going to need to do to get over, because that we got to start taking the fight more towards other teams and not have to try and rely on countering. So that's one thing that will make us be more of a threat. Now, will we be that kind of threat? No one's going to assume that from us in any way. They're not going to see us as any kind of dangerous threat as of right now. I mean, it's still early in the season, but if we get to that point where we're just starting to, I want us to at least get 12 points out of this league fixture. So once we get 12 points out of that will, before the next international break, that's when we can say, okay, we're seeing real improvements happening with the squad as well.
Yeah, I got to take this on too. John, drawing against 3 playoff teams is not terrible. Realistic expectations, please. I cannot. Please, beating Oxford and taking 6 points for the next 4 games is absolutely fine. I'm.
I think he hurt his head. I think he's crying now.
I'm crying. I can't. Habs, go ahead. I just can't.
I understand the reason why. You have more of the ambitious and more positive rooting towards wanting to make sure we maximize the amount of points that we get within this international break, and I believe that's so.
I'm not saying we're going to win them all. Sorry, I'm going to put you. I'm not. That is just like. I don't understand that mentality. I just don't, John. And I love you, dude. We met. I just don't. And that's a take. I get it. And Hip Karma, I hear you. Okay. I'm not saying domination. That is just so mediocre. I cannot get behind that. That is, and even I can't have that take. But awesome. Fine. That's what it's about. That's what you want to do. That's okay for it. I cannot see that being okay. That would suck. But go ahead.
It's a strategic loss. That's the reason why. We can take certain losses from certain teams that are, or a strategic draw if we can get a draw, from teams that are heavily deep in wanting to go and become automatic, or trying to fight for those automatic spots, because Middlesbrough and Coventry are going to be battling it out this season. They are. From the looks of it, as of so far. But then there could be a drop-off at some point when we get to the second half of the season.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why. It's mostly just a strategic draw or loss, but it's not the worst. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
And John backs it up. I know John backs. I didn't say it was the goal. It's not terrible. It's 0 points. It's terrible. He's not saying it. I get it. I just, for me, I'm just, okay, it's going to be hard. I get it, but like accepting that it's like, okay, well, I cannot. The losses are fine. But it's why. I mean, we spent 33 million pounds. Like, I know it's tough, and John again backs it up. I get it. Refug says we need to average 2 games. I don't understand why it's just like we're. Do you think the owners? Sorry, Habs, have you back? And John, I love you, dude. I do. I really do. This is just me creating the conversation. Do you think that they spent 33 million pounds just to be average and just hope we're going to stay in it? I don't think that's what they did. So why should we expect that too? I'm not saying it's not going to be difficult or hard. I'm not saying that just seems like we're just happy to be here. So why are we lowering our standards? We went back to back to back promotions. And now all of a sudden we're just like, well, it's cool to be here. I don't understand the mentality. I don't. And I'm happy to have the conversation.
I mean, in context of that, you're going up against teams that are worth. I mean, we spent 33 million quid.
100%. I agree with you. I'm just having the conversation. But go ahead.
33 million quid on what 13 players, but they've got squads that are worth anywhere between 100 to 200 million pounds.
Yeah, but Southampton are in the mud. They just came down. But
they have morale issues. So, and they're going through a whole heap of issues. The same with Ipswich.
We don't. We have, issues of we're a really positive team. We're on the upswing. Now, money isn't everything. But I don't understand the mentality. And John played rugby. He's a sportsman. I get it. 30 million pounds is one thing, but the context, these top teams over 100, that's fine. But money isn't everything. And I agree the owners are on a mission, says Karen. 20 million buys League One. Birmingham showed us that. And Karen Hip Karma says, we've dropped the vast majority of the core team and sweated and bled to achieve the back-to-back. Almost of all of them are gone now.
I did say that as well. I've said that as well. We've dropped pretty much the entire core set of players that we had from the National League all the way up until now. So we no longer have that kind of inward core. When I said that it's going to take at least an entire season for us to have a new core set of players, and then once we're completely ready, we can do the plug-and-play kind of switching of adding and strengthening our squad. That's what I mean by this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. In terms of, you can have 33 million. Yeah, we've got the kind of players that we need for this kind of league to be able to stay in and compete and be able to start pushing towards going up towards the playoffs. But it's a completely different. It's a different animal. The championship is a different animal, and I said this multiple times, and I get it. There are going to be some strategic losses that we're going to have to take.
Yeah,
for certain teams. So
QPR won him to change the formation. He said it last interview there too. Mike Shane says, "Look at our record. We've improved, but right now we haven't even played a game with our best squad. We'll get better as the season progresses." And that's kind of my thing. I agree with that, and Mike agrees. Going forward will make us better, strategically going for it. And these players are not invested in Wrexham. They have to learn what it means to. They're football players. It's not. I mean, they're invested. I think they're invested, but the players. Name one player that isn't up for the championship, that doesn't have experience. That's my frustration. Is that we're just. I still think we're going to get promoted. I still think we're going to playoffs, but just that we're how much. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my whole mentality of what's going on is completely wrong.
I mean, to Hip Karma's point, in that they're not as invested. I mean, you support Man United, right? You've got Benjamin Sesko, who chose Man United over Newcastle.
Over Newcastle, yeah.
Why? I mean, Newcastle are offering massive amounts of money towards them. They have the money. They're not poor. They're not broke. They've basically got an unlimited bank account
Yeah,
at this point.
they have a country behind them, and they have two of the best midfielders in the league, Sandro Tonali, and they have Bruno Guimaraes. Like, absolutely, they're my two favorite. That's my favorite midfield in the Premier League, by the way.
Exactly. I mean, and yet Shesko did not want to go to Newcastle. He chose Manchester United, even though they have the money and they're improving as well. They're playing Champions League football as well. They're like, come to us, and he chose, and he ended up decided to choose Man United over Newcastle United. Why is that? Because they have name recognition. They have that. They've got that value from years of playing, and they've got the entire Ferguson era behind them. So
yeah, and sorry, I know you got a and United are an absolute effing dumpster fire, and I am positive, but I am positive. I don't understand accepting the mediocrity because we've done so well. That is my only thing. It's like, oh well, great. I'm not happy just to be here, and I guarantee it. Robin, Ryan, and Parkinson aren't just happy to be here. I guarantee it. No matter what, no matter what, I don't think
you should take this into consideration. I mean, the players are going to leave everything on the pitch. They're going to go for it especially against Stoke, Coventry, and Middlesbrough. They're the ones that we're going to be having to think twice about, but they're going to go for it regardless. They're going to go all out for it. We should get behind them for that, and we're going to get behind them, and we want to be able to show that we can face these guys, and we shouldn't be scared of them, and they should be, and they're not going to be scared of us, but we should make them feel like we should make them be careful where they're stepping, basically, and we can prove ourselves. But we also need to be, I mean, this is mainly because I look at it in terms of the fact this is the championship. The championship chews people's up and spits them out. It is like that. And I don't know. I mean, how long have you watched any championship matches and how the league goes? Just wondering on your end.
I've had 10 years. At least 10 years.
You should know that it's an absolute.
I know it is. I mean, everyone thinks I'm this dumb fucking American. I've been watching football since like 2006. I'm 46 years old right now. I've been watching football for a long time. So I'm not a fucking moron. I'm not saying you're saying that, but I'm just like, I understand what's going on. I just, I'm not going to fall into the tropes of just like, you're right, Habs, and Pip Cromer's right, and everyone else. I get that, but I like to create I like to have a conversation too. I'm not just going to accept the fact that we're just happy to be here. I know how difficult this league is. It is the Eiffel Tower. You're getting it from both sides. I think it's the best league in the world, in my opinion, the championship, and it's never going to be easy. But I still think that we have an opportunity here. Otherwise, what are we doing here?
Oh, of course. I mean, everyone wants to be able to go full leather and just beat everyone that we can. Just ransack and raid everything they have and just take everything from them and just try and get every point that we can achieve. But as you know, if you've watched the championship for a long time, it is going to be. It's like the great filter before going to the Premier League.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching the championship since Setanta. Do you know what Setanta is?
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. And I think it's amazing. But you're right. We got to – I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I don't want to turn it into just like I'm just happy to be losing. I'm happy to be drawing. I'm happy to be here. I've never – and that's probably my mentality of just playing sports. And I agree. Everyone fans differently. I get it. And that's just my take. And I love that everyone's like, all right, I do love the 360 conversation we have. But I think that's what makes the community so great. I do. So, and again, we open this up to everyone to be like, have their say. And by the way, Sam Dalby did just come on. He just came on. And George says, I believe both things are true going for the Premier League, but understanding it might take 2 or 3 more transfer windows. It's probably there too. And the players are paid to win. They are. And they're paid to win.
I mean, yeah, but they don't expect to lose. But it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Oh, we're going to lose game. Dude, we might lose all 6 of these next games for sure. We're sure. But we might do it.
But I mean, the fan base is always going to be diverse towards different people. Some have got this like passionate ambition of saying we've got to go up, we've got to go up. That's going to be more your side of it. Then you will have those happy clappers that are just going to be there. They're going to be. We've had happy clappers since the National League.
Sure,
So.
And we've done pretty well. I tell you, we've done pretty well.
I mean, and then you got those who are much more like.
You're
not
more.
middle of the road.
You're a realistic guy. You're realistic about this, which is fair, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it in terms of, okay, what have we got to do? I'm more strategic towards it. So what is it we got to do to win? What is it we got? How many teams we got? How many points can we extract out of this? And let's try and maximize what we can get out of this league fixture. I mean, we can probably win nearly every. No, not barring the big three. We could probably win all of those.
I know you got to mute so we don't get the echo. So let me run through it. Okay, Stoke City away.
I think we have the potential to win that one. We can. It's going to be hard, but it could be a 1-0 win to us.
Okay, Oxford home.
Win.
Middlesbrough away.
Lucky to get a draw.
I kind of agree with that too. Cardiff City. I think we'll win that.
We just need to put those clowns down south. There's good reasons as to why as well. It's good for optics and it's good for. I mean, if we progress further in the Carabao Cup, that is eyeballs on the club, and getting more eyeballs on the club, especially for a championship club like us, with ambition, it makes us look better as well. Of course, we're gonna get more haters for it, and I love it, but it only improves the optics, the eyeballs, and at the same time, money inflow.
Yeah, I think we'll win that game. Coventry City home. I think we will lose that game. I do.
Yeah.
And I think we'll beat Portsmouth. What do you think? Away.
Oh, we can beat Portsmouth.
Charlton, I think we'll draw.
No, I think we need to beat those clowns.
You think we need to beat them? You think we can beat them, or will we beat them? I think you're right.
We will beat them.
Okay. And then, Ipswich, that's a whole nother story. Yeah, but okay. John, never settle for mediocrity, strive for excellence, let the championship table fall where it may. I think so. I think that's where I think that's what Parkinson's trying to do. I can't sit here. Listen, I say it, I'm talking about both sides of my ass. I get it. With Hip Karma and everybody, I get it. I love Hip Karma. Everyone has their own way of like what the success looks like. I still want us to be relevant on the pitch, not just as an entity where people are like, well, it's Disney FC. You know what I mean? And we've proved ourselves that we can be successful. I think people take us, I still think they don't take us seriously, or the owners.
I mean, we've just come up into the championship. There's a reason why. We've got a lot of it. We've got established championship sides and former Premier League sides that have won the Premier League and FA Cup.
Dalby just scored in the 93rd minute. Just FYI. Sorry about that.
I mean, should we have kept him?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, go ahead. You were saying. I apologize.
As I was saying, I mean, we're dealing with strong established championship sides that are tough to break down or tough to beat. And at the same time, we're dealing with clubs that have also been in the Premier League, have also won the Premier League or won cups in the top sides. So it can be a bit daunting for a lot of people, and the expectations tend to be more realistic as opposed to, let's say, when we was in the National League, where we were buying players that were in, like, let's say, League One level play, and then just coming down, going to the National League, building a squad from that, and then going straight up. I mean, the trajectory we've gone is astronomical. It's too astronomically fast.
Yeah, and by the way, but you look at our players that are in the lower leagues, League One, League Two right now, that are actually crushing it. That's their levels of play. Like, look at Jack Marriott killing it for Reading. You know what I mean? And by the way, just right now, I mean, what a great fucking goal by Dalby. Unbelievable. Well done, Sam, says Hip Karma. And Dalby, Rican Soka, it was a great goal. Dalby scores. Yeah, it was a great goal. It was an absolutely great goal. We've left all these players in the dust because we're moving up. And yes, we bought players at the championship level. We haven't bought Premier League, maybe it's a Gabore possibly. Oh, they won it at the death. Bolton just won it at the death at the 94th minute. What a goal. Sorry. Sorry about that. Anyways, but yes, yeah, but you're right. We've left players, we bought players above. Now we're on level terms. Now we're on level terms buying players, if not lower.
To a certain degree. I mean, we've got players that are tier 1 level quality as well. I mean, Isakawara is a tier 1 player. Kakache is a tier 1 player as well. But then we got a mixture of tier 2 players from that point. And then we got those who are growing into tier 2 players as well at the same time. So
if I'm like looking if it's like 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm being 100% honest, and I'll deny it if anyone calls me on it too. Truth of the matter is, we probably shouldn't go up this season, right? Okay, we probably shouldn't go up. Okay, you get another transfer window. You get the January window. Maybe you get 1 or 2 players in. Then next season in the summer, you get another 3 or 4 players. And then we have the go of it. Then that would be the possibility. That would probably make the most sense. But having the ambition to go up, because we turned the squad over. Instead of buying 13 players, you buy 4. You buy 3, you buy 5, whatever. Turn those players over. That's probably the right way to do it. So don't think I'm that naive to think that's probably not the best way to go about doing this. That's all.
I don't think you're naive. I think you're just very much like there's this very front-footed, very ambitious one. Let's go. It's like putting all the I mean, you filled your drag car with nitromethane. You just want to go.
You want to go? What? You want to go? You were going fast and furious. Want to do a quarter mile?
I know. I'm on about like NHRA stuff.
Karen says, "Love it. Sorry, still feel the Wrexham love for Dalby." You can do that. And Karen's sick today too. She's battling hard too. Mike Shane says, "Look at the first 9 games. This is our level now. I think we will improve as the season goes on. It's a harsh reality, but we need to grow, and we will." I think that's what everyone's saying there too. Dan Moore says, "Called for 3 transfer windows." Again, right. I'm just, that's probably in mentality. That's January, the summer, and then another January. So that's next year. I think that's what they're going for, in my opinion. But I love the conversation, but it'd be reluctant for me on the channel to be like, I'm just cool to be here. That's just not my personality. And apparently I'm very American. I'm very American.
I mean, it's a positive thing to say if you're very American in that sense, because you're always more ambitious. But the way I look at it is that I don't think. I mean, in my not just in my opinion, but I mean, even Chris Williams and if we go up this season to the Premier League, it would be an absolute disaster for us.
You said that before. You've definitely said that before.
I believe it would be an absolute disaster for us. We'll be kicked around. We'll be treated as a chew toy in the Premier League.
We don't do as bad as Derby did 10 years ago, with 11 points.
But the difference is that we wouldn't be prepared for it. I mean, the kind of spending that you'd need, we would need to bring in a lot of investors that would just want to be able to. We can get the investors that can bring the money in, but then at the same time, we're gonna.
The money won't be the problem. It would be I know what you're saying. It would be the week in, week out ass kicking. You want to see us. I mean, but I would have a different mentality, by the way. I totally would. I mean, it would be a week in, week out ass kicking. That's what you're saying, right?
Pretty much. I mean, the thing is that I want us to be able to build our squad level up to the point where we can be ready to aim for an automatic spot.
Mm-hmm.
Or battling it out for the automatic spots where we're getting closer, where it's going to be a tight race. And then even if we somehow get into the playoffs and we win it and we get into the Premier League, that's where we can say, okay, we just need to get rid of a couple of players here and there. Like, look at Sunderland. They got Granit Xhaka in. Yeah,
good. That's a great signing. It's a great signing. I mean, it's not good.
Sorry, I was going to say. They got a very young squad, but they don't have anyone with any kind of experience at a tier 1 level, and they go and bring a couple of people who are experienced tier 1 quality players that can do some damage and keep themselves afloat into the Premier League, because that's when those boys will not mess around with you. If you ain't got the money, take it. Yeah.
They're gonna kick into Paul Mullins for sure. Dan Moore says nope. Last summer, this January, next summer. Okay, that makes sense. I will say that probably makes sense. We always want to win in our sports. And Paul Kelly, good, ambitious, yes. And again, I just again, for me, I'm not leaning into it just to like be an asshole. I'm just trying to like. This is, everyone can have their say. Success is high mid-table, the chance of the playoffs at season. And I think that's probably about right. And Paul Kelly, I haven't heard anyone say they're happy to just be in the championship and satisfied to stay there and not getting promoted. Promotion means we go from investing 30 M's to about 300, 400 million M's. I mean, that would be really crazy. Josh, maybe your attitude is formed by your American team experience. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, so anything better than last place, any Chicago fan is acceptable. So you're a White Sox fan. There you go. He's a White Sox fan. Jay says, excellent discussion both on screen and in the chat in the session. No, it's great. This is, I love this. And again, none of this is, by the way, to be like, I'm going to say this, you're a moron or I'm a moron. No, I love this. This is what it's all about. And Habs, I'm going to call you on the spot right now. What are you doing Saturday during Rextra time? We should get you to host Rextra time and get on camera because no one's hosting.
I'm not the best at doing hosting, so I would be
bullshit.
I wouldn't be so, man. Because I don't have the setup for it either as well, so that wouldn't be me. But
you're fired. Okay,
that's okay.
But I'm not even hired, so I'm fired. I'm kidding. Oh, I love it.
But what I was going to say is that we if we didn't have that American ambition, we wouldn't have been able to get here at this point.
And Canadian, by the way, American and Canadian, just so you, yeah.
Yep, the American Canadian ambition. Then we wouldn't have been here at this point. We would have been just left to rot in the doldrums. But we got that. We got that ambition. We got the money for it, and we're going upwards. But there's a point where you're going to have to deal with British temperament, in which you're going to be dealing with monsters that don't like to mess around, and they're going to put you in your place.
Yeah, I get it.
And there's a few things that what I was going to say is one of the few things I was going to say in terms of us going up. Actually, no, you finish your point. I wanted to hear.
No, my ex was English. I dealt with that for a long time, and just the reality. I think there's a great balance there. I really do. I also think we have magic. I think Wrexham has magic behind it. I think we proved that over and over. That's all. But that's what I was going to say.
Disney FC magic.
So, I mean, literally, like all the fun stuff.
Tinkerbell is on our side. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But what I was going to say is, because I mentioned this on one of the Rextra times, and one of the things I was saying is that we need that, especially when we're going to strengthen up in the transfer window, we're going to need to temper expectations in certain aspects of there as well. We've got the name recognition, but we don't have the facilities or infrastructure to be able to deal with the kind of, let's say if we pull in a really big player.
I thought we should have went for Paul Pogba over the summer.
Pogba?
Yeah.
We're not going to get Pogba.
No, I thought we should have gone from Paul Pogba for the summer. He's 29 years old. He's playing for Monaco. His brother played for us too, although he's in jail. But I thought we should have went to Paul Pogba.
I don't think he would have wanted to come to Wrexham. I think he would have preferred to have gone to. I think he would have preferred to have played Tier 1 football in France, basically. So
yeah,
and it's easier for him. He's a French citizen as well.
Also, it's friggin' Monaco. I mean, who doesn't want to be there? I get it, but I would have went after him. I would have done. Bruce says, look at Wrexham's first 5 games. That's our level, 1.6 points per game. The first 4 games, 0.5. Didn't include several players who are now starting regularly. So maybe we'll get 2. I mean, there's a lot of math in there. Nicky D's in the house, and save Tinkerbell. You can see the progression. I agree. I think we're progressing. I really do. But it's a really good show.
We absolutely are. I mean, you can see the difference in terms of play style.
Sure.
But look at the way we were playing. We were playing the first match when we played was just typical Parky. Now that we're at this point after the Birmingham match, it's not typical Parky. We can take the fight to other teams. We don't even sit back as much anymore. We only do that if we are going up against someone who play a style that we want to be able to implement, but we're not quite as used to it yet. I mean, what you going to say?
No, you're absolutely right. And for the fact in the article yesterday, he said we switched to the 3-4-3 because we have the players to do it. So it's from the 3-5-2. I think that's an evolution just in regards to just what he's seeing. He has the horses to do it. So, I think that's one of the things that is one of our advantages is that, everyone talks about Jurassic Parky. Well, you know what? Take that into the woodshed and just put your diaper on it, and take a shit in it, because that's not what it's all about. I think he's evolving, and I think he understands what it's going to take. I also think he's him and Parkin are looking themselves in the mirror and saying, dude, we got to be better. We need to learn from this a little bit better. And I think that's what's going to happen. I do. Over the course
we've also switched to a more aggressive formation and play style as well.
Yep.
So we're no longer that too. And think about it like this. We have the same formation and we don't have the same play style as Glasner, but we're using the same formation. We're using the 3-4-2-1.
Mm-hmm.
So, but his is more of a defensive one where he can use the counter attack, but he's also got like expensive players as well. But we've got the same kind of style as him, and we're much more flexible with it. And we can, I've seen it where we go 3-4-2-1, then into 3-4-3, and then go into 5-4-1 when we need to go absolute defense, and then we go back and forth. It's like a compression. It's a compression-based tactic that we use.
Yep. And it's impressive, by the way. I appreciate the discretion there, Bruce McFarlane, over the team that causes the term that causes Josh trauma. To your point, over the next 8 games, 1.6 is 12 points, 13 points before the right. Yeah. I mean, the international break. I mean, it's just, I can't do it. Yeah. But I do agree with you. Parkinson is changing his formation, making it aggressive. I think he's doing very, very well, and he has the players to do it. I think this next grind that we have is going to be very impressive. We just got to the hour mark there, and then, I know everyone's probably going to get going, and there's another show coming up, I think, in 20 minutes. Is that right? When's the next show? Does anyone know? Does anyone know when the next show is?
I think it's now 11 or 11. Well, on my end, it's 11 or 11:30 in UK time.
Let me just see when the next show is. Shit. Probably should know. I put it up. We have a Tactical Fortitude show in 90 minutes. Okay, 90 minutes, which is great. Okay, cool. And Bruce says, I want our first home win. I do too.
We can get that from Oxford. We can definitely get that home win from Oxford.
Yep.
But yeah, look at us. Even with Birmingham, when we went up against them, we were aggressive. We should have won that match, but we were aggressive towards them. We took the fight to them, even though when they were starting to push back against us, we weren't letting them trying to push back against us. We were still trying to fight back against them and push them back into their end. Like we've been cornering teams. We've been pushing teams back into their own box so many times. We did that to Norwich. We did that to Derby. We did it to so many other teams as well. We even did it to Birmingham as well. We pushed them back to their own box.
We did it to Southampton too.
We did it to Southampton as well. They just got lucky.
Yes. We got over our skis. He said it. We got over our skis. We did. We got over our skis, and all of a sudden it was like, tackle by Dabo, free kick that went like, but the calluses, we need to learn it. And I think we need to stay in the fight of, like you just said, cornering teams and not just being the punching bag. I think you're exactly right. Stay in the fight. Stay in the uncomfortable, and I think we'll do better. Where's UK? He's in the. I don't know where you are. I have no idea where you are.
I'm in Essex.
He's in the very expensive part. Yeah, Millwall.
No, I'm not in the expensive part. I'm in South End, which is the toilet part. Well, depends on how you want to say it. So.
Yeah. Well, everyone's circling the drain in some form of life. Look at me. I'm in the hospital room. There you go. Dude, you're a fucking legend. Good to have you on, man. And I'll let everyone get out of here. You're on a text report, dude. Well, I'm crazy. crazy. Tactical 42 is coming up later. Last words to you, and we'll get everyone out of here, get you to bed. I know it's late for you as well.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, let's keep our heads up. This is I'm cautiously optimistic, and we should these league fixtures that we got coming up. We should absolutely be able to win. We should be able to win most of them. Should be able to win most of them.
Okay, I agree with that too. I think it's a good shout. Habs is turning into the positive merchant right there. Oh, Billy K. Billy K. What is it?
No, it's called Billericay. But I'm not from Billericay. I'm from Southend.
Okay. Habs is carrying the show. Thanks, George. Just kick me right. Yeah, Habs is carrying the show. Of course he is. But I'm just here to run the comments. I'm happy with Kawhi bringing home next break, and we want to speak of it. That's awesome. And Gavin, I don't know what that means, but okay. What's Gavin? Is that to you?
I don't know who Gavin is, so
I don't know either. I think she meant George. I have no idea. Karen, TLP fans, thanks, Josh and Habs. Absolutely, it's a great show, dude. Good to have you on, man. And we'll catch up. I said TAC 42 is later on today, but yeah, I'll get us out of here. And good to have you in and chat with you, man, friend. And how long? What game are we going to get to 3001?
I would say. I mean, how far are we?
80, like 83, 82, 83, something like that.
I would say probably around the fourth or fifth game. I would say.
Okay, so November 5th.
Probably around that. Probably around that.
Nice. I like it. That's good. See, look, that's the best thing he said all night. I love that guy. Paul, a couple more and I'll get us out of here. I want to cop the built new training ground as well. That would be exciting. Thank you, TVA fan. Good show as always, gentlemen. Thank you, George. Everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe. 3,000. Let's do it. And Habs is good, but Josh is our anchor. Well, I mean, Habs is a legend, and so are the boys. And Oxford, says Paul Kelly. All right. Habs, you want to do it? I'll do it. I'll do it because you're not on that bombshell.
I can do it. I can do it. And on that bombshell, good night.